Yo, 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 welcome to the show. Damien Willams opting out for the 2020 NFL season. I wonder who's going to explode in 2020. I wonder who's been Smitty's breakout running back. There have been 2 players, not 5, not 10, not 12. 2 players I've told you I get that gut instinct about that are going to win you a league. And it's A.J. Brown, and we've seen A.J. Brown climb from freaking, 5-6 round value in January all the way to the bottom of the 3rd. In a lot of cases, A.J. Brown's climbing. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. What have I said for months? Clyde Edwards-Helaire is on the way to the top, baby. And the back, don't worry about that. Don't worry about his backup. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to drop loads in 2020. Probably Darrell Williams, I'd imagine. Man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, baby. Woo! Woo! Damien opting out for the opting out of the 2020 season. That means it's the Clyde Edwards-Helaire show. Look, there are simple things to break down here. Why was he my number 1 breakout running back for 2020? The one guy you have to have in all your rosters and a top 5 running back for the future. Why have I put Clyde Edwards-Helaire in my top 5 running backs for Dynasty? Because there's no one in the NFL that cuts like him left to right. The micro movements this guy has, where he shifts literally one direction and still going forward makes defenders roll off him like butter. It's like boxing. You go to punch somebody. You literally can move back 2-3 inches to the side and that punch will either graze you or miss you, because the way that a fighter judges that punch, they want to punch 2-3 inches into the face. If you back up 2-3 inches, that punch either misses you or it grazes you. Same concept with how this guy micro moves on the field. It's a slight micro movement and a change in direction with a Barry Sanders-esque movement from left to right. And people roll off him with his low center of gravity. He's the closest thing to Maurice Jones-Drew that we've seen since Maurice Jones-Drew. Ray Rice. There are very few players in NFL history that have the low center of gravity with the ability to micro move like that. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to be a top 5 running back. He might be a top 5 running back this year, but he's a top 5 running back in Dynasty. That has not changed. I don't even need to move him up on my rankings on Dynasty. I've already had him there. But redraft, oh boy, where do you draft him now? Where do you draft him now? Is Clyde Edwards-Helaire a first rounder now? This is crazy. Aaron says, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're talking about Clyde Edwards-Helaire, baby. I don't know what you're talking about. Casey could sign Freeman. I could see that. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was wanted by the GM Veach. He was wanted by the number 1 player in the NFL, and Patrick Mahomes, the number 1 quarterback. He was wanted by his head coach, Andy Reid. All 3 of these guys, Mahomes, Reid, and Veach, thought he was the number 1 skill position player in the entire NFL draft. And 1 hour before the draft kicked off, Veach and Reid text message Mahomes saying, who do you want in the draft? They didn't prep him, nothing. Mahomes replied right back, Clyde. This guy belongs in this offense. They want him in that role. I can't wait. I don't know where I'm taking Clyde. I'm going to digest this for a couple hours, but you are not crazy to take Clyde Edwards-Helaire in your first round in 2020 redraft leagues. You are not. And I've been telling you all along, take him at the 11, 12, 13 turn in dynasty drafts. Can't wait. Can't wait. Clyde is going to blow up. Clyde is going to be insane. Clyde will not be able to be kept off the field. Get ready. Get ready. Taylor is the future. No, Clyde, baby. I don't blame you for liking Taylor, but Clyde is the number 1 redraft rookie now by far, and he's been my number 1 dynasty rookie. Nick said he knew I'd be yelling when I got here. Caleb says he'll take him at the 1.6 in redraft. I take him over Miles, Jacobs, and Drake. Says Dinosaur, I don't blame any of you. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I own him in so many dynasty leagues already. That's why I drafted early. When I'm asked, hey, Smitty, should I draft early or late? I always tell people draft early. Oh, but what if somebody gets hurt? What if somebody opts out? That's the whole point of being vested and embedded in this stuff from the beginning. You know more than the average person. You want to be ahead of the curve. You want to be taking A.J. Brown before he goes from 6th round value to a 3rd. You want to take Clyde Edwards-Helaire while people are worried about Damien Willams and don't see the future value. I'm signing off. I just want to get on here and tell you how excited I was. I'm just